Hey everybody, I don't know if you can see me now. I made another live stream. I don't know what's going on. I know you can see me now. The only problem is I can't cancel my live. What a pain in the butt. There I am. Hey, happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Warren Lewis, for being here. Thank you, everybody. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. It had to have been Melon. So I don't know. It's really weird. Like I was talking there and then you couldn't see me at all. So I don't know. Hey, it's good to see y'all too. It's good to see you. Let me share the link. Let me see if I can remember StreamYard. And that's the problem. So I've been doing Melon for a while. It just sucks because I paid for Melon. So they better hold up to their end of the deal or I'm going to start raising some hell. So far, it's been the crappiest streaming service I've ever had in my life. I'm like, I can't have this this is my business now. Like, I can't be having this. I love StreamYard. I always have, but it's so freaking expensive. Hey, Uncle Al. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. How are you doing? Yeah, that's better. We're not so up close.
Sorry, I had to adjust things.
It's okay. How are you doing?
Okay, just choking down on I guess I don't know. I just made them stuck in a refrigerator.
It's just something.
Yeah, I've been busy. I had a lot of mini street tacos, so
I haven't had Melon for very long. I actually went with it because it was cheaper. It's only $12.50 a month if you get it for the year. Well, they charged me for the whole year. So I have that now. So I really wish I would have got StreamYard. Like,
right.
And now I'm really regretting it.
Right. Hi, Doc P. Hi, Warren. Yeah, tomorrow on Will Russell's Just in Time Prepping Show, I'm going to chew him out on live stream. Folks, if you man trap or booby trap your property, that's a felony in all 50 states.
Yeah.
You'll lose your Social Security, but I'm elderly and I'm scared. Get rose bushes. You'll lose your Social Security. You'll lose your pension because it's a felony criminal act. A lot of people, do I keep my pension? No, because the union says we don't pay felons. If you read the fine print in your contract for your pension, they don't pay felons. So once you booby trap your property, I fear for my child. So you rigged up a shotgun to the door. I'm afraid for your child. That's a red flag. We'll take your kids away. We take photos. We show it to the judge. And when you get out in 7 to 20 years, you're a felon, no Social Security, no pension, no property because they seized it. Because you booby trapped your house. And I keep warning people, think very careful.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to be careful too, like those people that were booby trapping those Trump signs. That's
against the law.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, folks. I know people get mad or whatever, but you can't be doing that.
Yeah, if you use anything less than lethal on a Trump sign and they pull it out, just photograph them, tell them, they're damaging and they're betraying my civil rights. You can get them on that. They go to jail for a felony. It's not a misdemeanor.
I can actually have you on here because I'm on StreamYard.
Yep. There's Gil.
Buttercup, I want to thank you for being here. I met you on Bigfoot Preppers Live the other day, and she is from Ireland, and I just absolutely love her accent. And yeah, so thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us.
Happy Mother's Day, Gil.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 813 miles away.
Aw.
Yeah, in Kami, California, where I live. We're trying to
Yeah.
make her go to your place in Idaho.
Well, that's the plan. But first, she figures about 4 more years. She'll have with her job, she'll have the house across the street paid off. This one have knocked it down by at least a third of what we owe on it, and then then we'll have with what we have in our 401ks or savings plans and all that stuff. We'll be able to.
Oh,
I didn't say hi to some people, and I'm sorry for the hiccup that happened. I don't really know what happened with Melon, guys, but I wanted to say thank you, Dr. Prepper, for being here. And thank you for wishing me happy Mother's Day. Doc P, thank you so much for being here. The Best Life, I always love your company. Thank you so much. And Warren Lewis, you guys are awesome. Of course, Heritage Heart Homestead stuck with me during my tech difficulties there for a second. So I really appreciate you all for showing up.
right. Like I said, I had over the weekend. I had a busy weekend because it's Mother's Day. Yesterday,
Howie's here.
Howie's here.
Howie just came in.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, it is Howie. Hi, Howie. I don't have my other phone. It's charging. Yesterday, when Will did his live stream and he mentioned, I'm getting old, I got to defend myself, live stream on OBS. I'm like, oh, dear Lord, if anybody follows his advice, they're going to state prison. Folks, you cannot put live ammunition shells into the ground as a booby trap.
No.
Or spike.
No.
That's another thing. Or a log with a tree. Like
not until we are 1 year into Tawaki.
Right. You cannot do because I'm old and I'm scared. That's premeditation. That gets you 7 to 10. Ask Gil.
Oh, yeah, at least. Because
I don't even know what that's like. That's more in Canada, I'm sure. So
they'll add premeditated, special circumstances. Plus, there are a bunch of other ones in dealing with like ammunition and stuff. They tag you with. If the bungee stick, they got it's no. I saw that and I was just like, oh, Will, no.
Yeah, I got to chew out Will because you can't do that stuff. It has to be 1 year in Tawaki without rule of law.
Yeah, because when I say 1 year in Tawaki, what that means is that's the end of the world as we know it. There is no more government, city, county, state, federal. There is no government. So there's nobody to arrest you.
Now, a lot of people think we
300 upside down rakes. Yeah, Doc P.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. 300 upside down rakes will probably get you a misdemeanor for a safety violation.
Not even that. But it also depends how you place them.
Right.
If they're leaning up against the doors, windows, and stuff, some laying on the ground, just like they fell all over the place. Yeah.
Hey,
why do you collect rakes? It's my hobby. I collect rakes.
Right.
I never had you on my live before, but Buttercup, if you would like to come up, you
come
can
up.
do that. I would love to talk with you. I love Ireland. I've never been there, but someday I'll probably go. So
it's loads of fun. Irish people are nice people.
Yeah.
And if you're Catholic, it's even better.
That was really Catholic.
I gotta get this right. My great-grandfather came from Ireland, and I think it's Cork County, if I remember right. So, and I get this. So I'm Irish. My wife is Campbell, Clan Campbell.
Oh, nice.
Of the night watch.
Ooh, Scottish.
Yes, and so you got a Scot and an Irish, both with the tempers, and they got combined into our kids.
Gee, anybody? Yeah.
We keep it clean though. That's all we ask, Buttercup.
Right. Do you have a cell phone or is it laptop?
Oh no! Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, I'm on cell phone.
Okay. Do you have a headset?
I don't.
Okay.
Can
it's
you
easy.
hear me? No.
Yeah, we could hear you, but you have to be careful because unidirectional microphone will buzz off in a second or two. If you're too far away, it won't pick you up. Or if you're too close, we'll hear a static you would not believe.
You're fine,
I
Buttercup.
was
I can
just
hear you just fine, Buttercup. Thank you for being here with us this evening. And what time is it in Ireland?
It is 4:26 a.m.
Oh my Lord!
Yes,
You're
and
up early.
when I heard you announce Buttercup come up, I was in the middle of typing out, "Oh dear, no, no way!" And someone on your panel says, "If you're Catholic, come up," or something. Not them words, but something like that. And I thought, do you know what? Hell to it. I'm coming up.
Well, I'm glad you're up here. I saw you on Bigfoot Prepper the other night, and I'm so glad that you came over and hung out with us a little bit. So super cool.
I'm sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. I don't even know why that happened. To this day, I'm lost to that.
That's all right. Like I said,
I'm the person that likes to view and loves to watch and loves to hear. I'm not the person that can talk.
Yeah. But you're fine.
you're fine.
You're fine.
No problem.
I do Sunday school. I do a juvenile one, the kids, and I do adult one in the afternoon. And guess who gives me the biggest problems? It's not the kids. Kids give me stupid answers. Why couldn't Jesus come back to life and use an AK? I'm like, ah.
Did seriously the kids say that? What the hell?
Because he is the God of sin. Why can't we get free wine? Because you're a minor, you can't drink wine.
Exactly.
It's like, and the adults were asking me, all sorts of. I keep telling, which Bible are you using? Are you using the King James, or are you using the Greek, or are you using the Spanish version? Because there's 3 different sets I have to go through to figure out the right quote. Go ahead, Buttercup.
I'm so sorry because I'm sure you all know I'm so new to all this. But see, when we talk about religion and oh dear, I keep feeling that you have more of an important message to put out than I do. So please continue. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
It's all right, Buttercup. Because I listen to people.
You can basically talk about anything you want on my show, except for we can kind of tap into politics, but I really don't prefer to go there. And pretty much I try to keep everything clean on my show, just so I don't get kicked off of YouTube. So right. I try to keep everything pretty much clean.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
And family friendly. Yeah. So.
And not to do insane things on a live stream like, yes, you could put dynamite out in your front lawn to kill gophers. No, we don't do that.
People that?
I was watching a gardening channel. It's dangerous, yes. And I was watching a gardening channel. You don't need a whole stick. You only need a quarter. Just put it where the gophers is and light and run away. And then you see this big mound of dirt clobbering.
So, Buttercup, do you garden at all?
No, I don't. I worked all my life in a restaurant and the hospital business, so I was gone from morning to late night. But that's why I'm this sad, lonely old person now, with nothing to do.
Oh, you're not sad. Well, you can always hang out with us. Always. You're so sweet. You're not. Don't say that about yourself. You're great.
Well, the beautiful thing about knowing that you're a sad, lonely old person is that that oh gosh, I just dug a whole other thing. I don't know how to finish this, but you just know that there's somebody feeling the same way as you out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here we're all friends and we all talk, like we're just a bunch of good friends. So don't ever feel like an outsider or anything here. We're all just good friends, and we all just like talk and BS and have a good time here. So that's basically what this is about. So you're
Well,
always welcome. You're always welcome in this chat. So if you ever feel lonely or anything like that, you can always come in here and chat it up with us, because that's what this is all about. So
well, as you says, I'm Irish. And what's Irish known for? Having a good time.
yeah, hey, there we go.
Mhm.
That's good. Well, thank you, Emily L, for showing up. Oh my gosh, Patty's here, the tinker's wife. Thank you so much for being here. Peter Dell, thank you so much. And Honestar Wolf. Bob, I shared the link, so if you want to come up, you can. And we might not have a connection problem because I'm on StreamYard. So that's always something. The tinker's wife said, "Hey, Buttercup, you have great compassion for those who are lonely then."
I do. And can I just say this before we go any further? The night that I took on to talking on YouTube, that was a really lonely night. I'm sure you caught on to it if you were listening, and I'm still embarrassed about that till today.
Uh-huh. Don't feel embarrassed.
But to see any of you is into Bigfoot, has any of you read into the Delta Pass?
Have you guys?
The what again?
The Delta Pass?
Okay,
No.
are we talking cryptids or are we talking about channels?
She was talking about Bigfoot.
Like
We were talking-
the big hairy
That's
guy,
that-
right? That's it.
Yeah, that's what it should be. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's easy. They're all over the place,
I-
all over the world. We took over their planet by accident,
I'm
and we kind of replaced them. They're really nice folks. You just leave them alone. Oh, there's
Stop talking
Bob.
about the Irish again. No, I'm serious. As I just wanted to say, if any of you are Bigfoot followers, please look up the Delta Pass.
Delta
And that
Pass.
happened in 19. Yeah.
Hello, my
Pass. I've never actually heard of it, Buttercup. I'm sorry, I don't really know. What is it? Do you guys do you know? I have no idea. I mean, I know some things about Bigfoot. I'm not very educated on it.
I'm only
I
in
know.
America.
I know about them.
Go ask
do.
Bob.
Do you know?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
live in
know
the
what-
Pacific Northwest. You know,
Do you know
Yeah.
about the Delta Pass then?
I don't know about that, but trust me, they are here in the Pacific Northwest. They
Yeah.
are.
Well, they're protected too. I mean,
They
you
should
can't-
be.
Yeah, you can't shoot a Bigfoot if you know what I mean, if you found one or
I would never do that. You know, I've had encounters with
Please?
them hunting and all that, and they're a very shy, extremely intelligent animal, and they should be respected.
Do not run your ATV through their home.
The last stream that I was on, there was a lady up, Susanna. Do you remember her?
no, I don't.
All right, sorry. Well, she said about she had an experience with them, and they were good. There was good ones and there was bad ones. And I just wanted to bring it to your notes that there is a story of the Delta Pass, and it's in Russia, and it's in 1959. Now it's 4:30 a.m. in the morning here, so I'm just taking it off the top of my head. But 9 skiers or hikers, sorry, went out into the mountains.
I think I
And-
did hear about this.
Yes,
Did they make this into a movie as well?
yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
And this was
But-
this a Russian experiment of some sort? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it wasn't an experiment. The
Oh.
movie did not. If you go into the facts, the movie made a movie.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was 9 Russian people. 8 of them in Russia at that time. You needed 3 marks to be like a hiker instructor. I'm trying my best to mind it the best way. And there was actually 10 altogether, but one of them had to pull out due to health. And they all went on, and I would just urge us all, look it up, look at the injuries. Every single one of them, 9 people left, every one of them died. Look at
Yeah.
the injuries they had, and look at the last picture that was taken on the camera.
Yeah, I did some research into that because I was curious
Yep.
after I watched that movie, and it's really freaky.
Yeah. The movie didn't do it justice, though.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember how I even stumbled across that movie. I think it was like on Netflix or something.
Yes, it was on Netflix. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
There you go.
I had a mouthful of food, and now I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, now I
They
do.
were in a tent, 9 of them, because it's
Yeah. Yeah.
winter, and they were skiing around, and I forget. And all of a sudden, they're in their underwear, and they're getting their knives and ripping the
That's
sides
correct.
of the tent
Yes.
and trying to get out. And it looked like they have cover stories because of how can I say it politely? The guys in black doesn't want you to know about them, so they put out sonic booms, chemical warfare. Who was the aliens?
Yeah.
That was always cracked me up.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's the its predecessor before KGB, because this was in the 50s, and this is right before
I
they
think it was
became.
50. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was either 58 or 59.
No, it can't be
59.
59. It was 59.
59 between February 1st and February 2nd. Hang on a
Wasn't it-
second.
Didn't this
I
have
will
something
put-
to do with time travel as well?
I don't know. Hey guys, listen. I was a Bigfoot researcher with my sons, and I also belong to a group called Squatching with Barb and Gabby.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
I've had close-up encounter. Okay, here's my experience with these guys. I didn't see any connection with government. I didn't see any connection with UFOs. These are extremely intelligent primate. That's what they are. There is, I mean, we followed on Barb and Squatching with Barb and Gabby. She lives up in Greenwater, Washington. I was on her video, and it's called I can't remember the name of the lake. We had a camp out, and one of the ladies in our camp out went to use the proper toilets. And when she came out, she checked the edge of the lake, and we tracked 4 juvenile Sasquatch that came way out of the forest, and they were looking underneath logs and stumps and trees before the sun came out. And they walked along the lake, and you can see where one of them was carrying a child, and they'd set the child down, and the child would run off and look underneath. They're looking for frogs. Okay, that's what they eat. That's one of the things that they eat, and fish. And we followed them for about a half a mile until they jumped into some deep water at a boat launch. And then they went up the boat launch and gone. It was 4 juveniles. Like
Wow.
3 of them were probably teenagers, and 1 was an infant. Their feet are different than ours. They look similar, but they're different. They have a metatarsal break in the middle. And when people walk, we walk like this, side by side. When they walk, their feet are in perfect alignment with the next step, perfectly in alignment. It was the most incredible thing I have ever seen. I have it on my YouTube channel, but it's put on private.
Right. Bob, you know what? Go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
But in my experience, and I've had multiple run-ins with them camping in the summertime and in the early fall, where they'll come near your camp and they like to mess with you. They'll start throwing rocks and pine cones at you, and they'll even get into your gear at night, and they'll steal your food.
Yep.
Call me crazy.
Wait, that sounds like some of my Boy Scouts.
Yeah. No, call me crazy if you want. I don't care. I've seen them. I've interacted with them. I've done gift exchange with them. I've cast their footprints, all that. They are very
That's so
much
cool,
real.
Bob. I didn't know you were into that.
Oh, I used to be. Yeah, I used to be.
That's so cool.
Bob knows it, and I know it. Nobody found Bigfoot spore, the poop. And I keep telling every professional Bigfoot hunter, go look near the rivers and creeks because they wash their butts.
Yes,
Sorry.
they do. They do.
I get excited because they don't have toilet paper.
You mean they don't use Charmin?
Nope.
No, they use water. They'll use a rush, or they'll use a water lily. And also, it's a food source for them. They got frogs, snakes. Their favorite is also the tiger crawdad.
Sorry, Gail, I just saw your private message. I'm slow.
It's all right.
I just put it in there not too long ago.
Yeah, they wipe their butts with raccoons.
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
And rabbits.
Yeah,
actually, rabbits they play with. They don't eat them. They let them go. They will eat coyotes and they will eat raccoons. But Bob's right. They will use them for toilet paper because they found hair samples on raccoons from a Bigfoot.
They do eat deer. And they do eat elk. The adults are big enough to take down a full-grown elk. And the way you can usually tell one of their kills is because they're an ambush predator. They're very good at camouflaging and concealing, and they'll reach out and grab a leg and rip a leg right off of the deer. Down it goes, and then they normally will rip the gut open and grab the liver, take the liver out, and eat the liver.
Yeah, the best life. I understand because, okay, a part of me really wants to believe this, okay? But a part of me has also never seen it. So I understand where you are a skeptic about this kind of stuff. But it's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to talk about Bigfoot?
Yeah, we've done gifts. My sons and I used to go out and look for them every other weekend during visitation. And
hey, Gardner, Josh.
They did gift exchange with us for a couple of years. Now, when you've got kids with you, they come closer to you because they have kids too, and they're parents just like we are, and they come closer to you, but they're still very shy and they're elusive, and I've only had a couple scary encounters with them. When like they have their breeding season is like September, in late August, September. My sons and I were camping out at the end of a logging road, and we were somewhere in there where there was a bunch of boys and girls who want to get together, and there was three of us, three males, and the males of them said, "Hey, guess what? We don't want no other D's around here. You males get out." And yeah, it was a very long, scary night. But no, I believe them because I've seen them. I've had encounters with them. I even had one of them playing with me years and years ago before I went in the Air Force. Yeah, they're there, way up in the LB, out on the mountains up in LB.
Right.
Call me a lunatic. But
no, it's true, Bob. But whatever you do, do not give them lemons or oranges. They prefer apples and pears.
Apples and corn cobs. They like,
right.
Yeah. I remember I used to leave them apples hanging in a tree, knotted down on the ground. And I remember the bag of apples was sitting there for about a week untouched. And they like peanuts too, in the shell. Okay. Then one day, I was telling the people at Boeing that I'm interacting with this group. And one day I went to check, and they had ripped a hole in the bag of apples just large enough to reach in and take every apple out of the bag. They didn't tear it down. They just enough. So I decided to get some peanuts in the shell, the salted peanuts, because we love them. Well, they do too. I did the same thing. I hung them up in a tree. They didn't touch them. They didn't touch them. They didn't touch them. And then one time I came back, and there was a tiny hole ripped in the bag, and it was still up in the air. And they reached in and they got out one peanut at a time. They might have passed them around. But they tend to let stuff sit for a couple weeks before they come back.
Right,
They know people put it there.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're really
they are
suspicious.
suspicious of people. They have to be.
Also, they're
Yeah.
suspicious
And
because
Yes, but you see, on the live that I was on the last night, there was the lady Susanna was on, and she talked about.
Hey, everybody.
hello,
Hey, Patty.
Hi, Buttercup.
go ahead, Buttercup.
Oh, I don't know who I'm talking to. No, I don't look and I don't look at chat because I would just absolutely melt like an ice pop. My nerves would be too bad. But hello, everybody. But
Well,
there
this
was
is
a
Patty.
lady on, and
This is Patty
hi,
talking to
Patty.
you.
Hi, Patty. How are
I,
you?
I'm
I have
well, thank you.
I have one more story to share with you about how intelligent these creatures are. See,
Oh yeah,
I've got
go
a
ahead.
machine shop.
Sorry.
I can fabricate whatever. This is my own encounters with them.
You make me
So
want
I
to go
took a
get a beer.
piece of
Can I get a beer?
PVC pipe. And I fabricated a rod onto the cap of a threaded piece of PVC pipe. And on the end of the rod, I put peanuts, a bag of peanuts on it. I camouflage painted it so that no human can find it. You can't. So, and this wasn't around people, but I put it, okay, on the end of the rod was a bag of peanuts. And I already knew they love peanuts in the shell. Okay, I made a little fixture and I put it up inside there and I threaded it closed. Now they only waited a week for this. They came back because they knew that they could trust me. They knew that I was a guy with the kids. 1 week later, I came to check, and they had little tiny scratches all over it, trying to figure it out how to get inside. They never took it down and broke it. They could have, but they didn't. Little tiny scratches trying to get in there, and you know what those guys did? They unscrewed it, took the center out of it. They took the bag and they ate all the peanuts. They put the plastic bag back inside of it and threaded it back together. I was like, oh, are you freaking kidding me? These guys are intelligent.
Right, because a bear or a raccoon will claw at it.
Yeah, they'll rip it down and take. I told some people that I worked with, and they said, "You're out of your mind, man. Give me what you're smoking." No, this is all for real. I'm an honest guy, After so much criticism, I just decided, man, I'm not even going to talk about it, which is, some people became so abusive, So.
People are so stupid.
They're
sometimes.
real.
Yeah, it's
They
like
are.
it's like when I tell people I know things and events that might happen because I read The Leaves of Merlin. It's a prehistoric digital look into the future that Merlin used to do it. Merlin was a fictional character, but back in the 70s, I can't remember what was the Australian program that MIT did. I think it was Modular One. It was the early analog digital look into the future. And so far, me and the computer is right. And we did have a major malfunction on the Colonial. I misspelled Colonial. I wrote somebody earlier about a month ago. I'm sorry. I have brain problems. So I misspelled Colonial. I thought it was in the Midwest, but actually it's in the East Coast. You're not going to get gas anymore for a couple of weeks. Spooky.
Well, there's a couple people I want to thank for being here tonight. Miss Taz, Christy, and Badana and Grandma. By the way, I'm having her on my show on the 26th. Cannot wait for that.
Buttercup, are you in the Republic of Ireland or in the north of Ireland?
I am literally on the border. And when I say I'm on the border, I'm literally less than a mile on the border. I'm in Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep.
Course Hair Trainers is also in here. So thank you so much for being here. Garden State Gardener. Howard Jones showed up. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. We're just chatting it up, and we have some good friends up here. I'm sorry I'm on StreamYard, so I can't have any more people up here because this is free. I had issues with my melons.
Please, I will jump down if anybody wants to come up.
It's up to you, Buttercup. I'm not forcing you out or nothing, but it's so wonderful hearing you talk, and I love listening to you. So, I mean, you're always welcome on my panel. So,
Yeah, it gives us
You mean
a
I
chance
talked
to get
about-
to
I
know you.
just thought it was
I talked about
sorry.
Bigfoot
I
in front of
just thought it
Steve from
was so
Corsair
beautiful.
Trainer. Oh my God! Now I'm embarrassed.
Be embarrassed, Bob. Be embarrassed.
Let Buttercup speak.
I'm just telling the truth. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry, I
Buttercup.
didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. The two of us was laughing over that. Sorry.
We are giving you the floor to speak, so we're going to be quiet so we don't talk over the top of you, which is a bad habit we have here.
yeah, so sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Buttercup.
Please do not ever give an Irish woman the floor to speak. That is worse than Bigfoot. I am telling you that now. I was just so honored when I got our queen here tonight request to come up on panel. I was like, wow. And I was just in the middle of typing and I would love to, but no, I'm not. And one of you read on something about Catholic and I thought, damn you, I'm going up there. That was it.
Now, I work with interfaith, so I work with Muslims, Jews, and Catholics and Protestants, everybody across the board during holidays like this. So I can make sure every elderly people over this weekend has somebody to talk to. That's why I'm a little nuts right now because I've been doing this since yesterday.
No, I agree. And I also would urge anybody to take me up on a challenge that I've always said to my kids. I had a hard out myself. I think you know that. I'm speaking to the host here. I'm going to say the host. And I mean that with honour. By the way, that's how I'm going to address you, our queen here tonight, because you invited us on to your panel. But I talked to my that when my children, when I was carrying them and I was giving birth to them, I put a blanket around them, a blanket of love. And that was their skin.
Mhm.
And they grew up knowing that if they ever needed me and I wasn't there, touch your skin. And that's mommy breathing around you, and that's mommy's blanket wrapped around you. So it is. So I'm just going to say that to all the mothers and for the male people here tonight. Your mommy's blankets is wrapped around you too. The skin that Jesus is wearing, that's the blanket your mommy's wrapped around you too.
Buttercup, you're so awesome.
Okay, you got like half of us in tears here. That was beautiful. I lost
Yeah,
my mom when I was 25, so that really meant a lot.
I was found under a rock, so you know.
You would.
No, I just do good deeds because several church groups I work with, and I make sure every elderly people has a young person they could talk to, like what we're doing right now. And because a lot of families either they forget, they're on the stupid, I don't want to go tirade.
Yeah.
Then I know Courtney's channel will be off, but I keep telling them it's better instead of calling people, you go and take them out, eat with them, drink coffee with them, listen to their stories. Because I always put down my foot in every church meeting with the other faiths that you have to take care disabled, elderly people,
Yes.
the children. And I put my foot down because I can't really curse at the which I think it's St. Richard's. Do they have a St. Richard's? I can't remember.
don't know.
Don't be putting this on Ireland here now. This is on you.
Yeah.
Wait, because I'm Spanish Catholic area, so I don't know if this is Saint Richard or Saint Iglesias. I can't remember. It's one of the Saint.
My Catholic wife isn't around right now. I could ask her.
Right, because I can't curse, and I can
I'm
see about.
Catholic and I can't answer it. So I
Well,
don't know
none
how
of us
good
are
your
going to feel
wife's going to
bad
be
then.
with that. I don't know how good your wife's going to be with that. I can't answer it.
Oh,
She's in trouble
she's-
when she sees this YouTube. Wear a disguise, Bob. Sunglasses.
Mhm. Well, she's a Filipino, so they're Catholics on steroids. They really are,
Yeah,
I'm not.
they're the Spanish
I am.
version, like here.
Mhm.
I'm not.
Let's
I'm
see.
not.
Saint Richard is the patron saint of Sussex and South England.
Okay.
I can't remember
Listen.
which group that goes to. Is
Listen,
it
I-
come on,
Protestant or
people.
is it Catholic?
I'm sorry, Buttercup. What did you say?
I says, come on, listen, people. Who is the Irish St. Patrick? He took the snakes away and let everybody celebrate St. Patrick's Day with as much drink as they wanted. So
Now, do they
Irish
really
love
drink
St.
that
Patrick.
much in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, or is that just an American thing?
Believe it or not, when Lent starts, yes, everybody totally goes off the drink and the religion. And on St. Patrick's Day, they call it water in your shamrocks. So you can drink as much as you want that day.
I like that.
Yeah, but you have to suffer the headache the next day and continue then with Lent. But my own personal view of religion is should I again I'm going to ask this, should I just shut up? And this is also scary and new to me. I'm just
I
I'm
got
just
I
in
got
awe.
We're just listening.
Yeah, we're listening. We are listening
We're
intently.
just listening to you.
But I'm going to listen to you for a second and then I'll come back.
Okay, well, you're fine. We just like listening to you as well. So
Yeah. Dr. Prepper, I'm in a weird. Half my Catholics are regular Catholic, the other half is Spanish Catholics, and I got a small minority of Filipino Catholics here. So I got 3 different churches I have to go through and talk to people and try to get things done, which really gives me a headache.
Big Blue House Home said, I am not a Guinness fan. I like Smittix. Smittix is my favorite. Guinness is just, I mean, I'll drink it, but it just has that aftertaste that I just can't stand.
Guinness is what Americans drink.
I like Smittix.
No,
I prefer A&W.
Guinness is an Irish drink.
Mhm.
Guinness
Guinness
is an Irish drink.
I know
Tell her
it
to
is,
try
but,
and
Americans
sorry,
drink
sorry,
it on
sorry.
St. Patrick's Day. Americans drink it on St. Patrick's Day. They think it makes them Irish. Even though they've never been to Ireland and never
You
seen
don't-
Ireland.
Well, we don't. We make our own beer here in Portland. There's just like Brewtown, USA. We have our microbrews per capita than any other state or any other city in the country, and so we have some really great stout beers here.
Yep, that's
So
true.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in Washington. I know it's good beer down there.
Yep.
What were you
Yep.
saying,
a little
Buttercup?
gin,
Go
a
ahead.
little gin and tonic on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, sort of.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Oh
Only on
my,
St.
I love
Patrick's
that drink.
Day?
That's like my drink. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Don't-
we're
You're like my
big.
sister from another country.
Right.
Don't
I'm
tell
a gin
the
and tonic lover too. So
This
don't tell the Irish lady that my English relatives drink.
Serious.
this is not.
Don't tell the Irish lady that.
There's nothing better than a gin and tonic.
Oh, it's delicious.
What's your favorite gin, Buttercup?
Oh my God! It used to just be gin, until they brought out strawberry gin, and then they brought out lemon gin, and then and it's just a case of, I need to taste them all.
Oh,
You got
there's
a
one I
fan?
wish. There's one I wish I could send you. It's one made here in Portland. It's called Aria, and it is beautiful. It has a wonderful bouquet, and it's a wonderful, good to just sip on. It's so refreshing and clean and smooth. It's beautiful. I wish I could send you a bottle.
Right, you got a big fan, and Steve, of course, Sarah's trainer, Buttercup. He likes to hear your voice.
Sorry,
My English relatives, when we all get together in the Philippines, my English brother-in-law brings his own utensils for mixing gin. You hear me? He brings a big glass pitcher and a long spoon, and him and his wife mix gin and tonic.
I like to load a gin and tonic. I like to put a bunch of lemons and limes in it and just load that sucker up. I like Tanqueray. That's like my favorite gin.
Tanqueray is pretty good.
Yeah. Or Bombay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just have to ask you, do you see when you have the lime and lemons in your gin, when you get to the bottom of your gin, do you bite the lemons in and have the syrup? No, of course. I'm just going to say, I love biting the lemons in the gins.
Of course.
No.
I like to be quite honest, I'd like to smush when I'm making the drink and I pour a little gin in the bottom, I like to smush the lemons and the limes. I like to mash them up.
Yeah,
and then
muddle
I'll
them.
pour the tonic water over top of that. It makes amazing drink. It's just so refreshing.
No, I'm on about when we're out at a bar and you ask for a gin and tonic and you want a lemon and lime in it. And everybody else was so polite. And you see their lemons and limes at the bottom of their glass. I eat mine. I have that sour face ordering my next one. This is making me out that I'm a big drinker, believe it or not. I think it's good. That's super good.
Heritage Hearts going up.
Good night, Bandana Grandma. She says she's getting a little tipsy just listening to us.
Good night, Bandana Grandma, and good night, Heritage Heart Homestead.
It's funny.
And happy Mother's Day to you.
I don't drink hardly at all. So
yeah, I don't either.
What I drink, so it was just so funny that this comes up. But yeah,
my mom's always forcing gin and tonics on me, though. My mom likes to drink, and so every time I go over there, she's like, "I want a gin and tonic." I'm like, yes.
Can't say no.
I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you. And please, just can I say Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers over there?
Thank you. Thank you. So do you have children too, Buttercup?
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to you also. That's right, because you told us that beautiful story. My memory gets kind of foggy.
Yes.
Is that coffee or is that beer, Bob?
That's coffee.
But it's not.
It's not like Guinness.
No foam on it, though, dear.
I don't drink very often.
Mother's Day.
Very seldom. Very seldom.
Mother's Day was here in March.
Oh, you guys have it early.
Yeah, we have it in March.
I'll make an announcement, guys. Okay, I made a sacrifice today, right? Since I'm training my wife and daughters how to shoot, the wife loves my pump shotgun, and she's been wanting one of her own for a while. So I made a big sacrifice. I took all my girlfriend money, all my mistress money, that I stashed away. It's mistress money,
Mistress money? Did I hear it?
Yeah.
He's so full of it.
It looks like Buttercup's giving you some sass there, Bob.
I'm just joking, Butter. I'm joking. Butter.
You were not.
But that's what I call it.
Announce me and you.
But I took her out. I took her out to eat, and I said, "Come on, let's go see if we can get you a shotgun, her own." So I haven't budgeting. I'm going to be traveling and all that. I said, no, here's my mistress money. Here you go. We went and got her a Mossberg 590 pump shotgun. Yeah, that's my sacrifice. No girlfriend cash. The wife's going to be out of town for a while. Okay? And now I don't have any money. Damn it.
Let's go look.
Like you would do anything with a Filipino
With the
wife.
mistress money.
You're right. You're right, Neil. Get mine cut off and thrown to the dogs, you know?
Oh boy.
Well, good night, Warren Lewis. It was so wonderful having you in the chat. Oh my gosh, when did you get a dog?
It's not my dog. It's my sister's dog. I'm just watching him while they go gambling.
My son had
that brings out a sweet side of you.
What, me?
Yeah, look at that dog. Oh my gosh, Uncle Al, you should get a dog.
No, I had dogs
he
before.
really,
I
he
used to
really
have
looked
big dogs,
cute with
too.
that dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're cute.
My son had a Cocker Spaniel that used to steal potatoes. He'd dig them out of the garden, and when they dug all the potatoes out, they had to put them in the shed and lock the door so the dog wouldn't get into the potato bin and eat them all.
Oh, no.
Mine always steals tomatoes. I have to keep my gate locked. If not, he'll fly in there and pull tomatoes right off the vine. And eat
I know. They can be real thieves, I tell you what. I love dogs.
I do too.
But I,
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
yeah,
Like I said, I have all sorts of pets over the years, and now I'm just getting older and wiser, and I don't do that anymore. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a trained
Hey.
pit bull. Go ahead.
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Do you remember when you were younger and you seen something maybe a few years older than you, and they used to make excuses? Oh, I have this X, I have this pens, I have this, I have that. And you used to roll your eyes and think, you lazy sod. And now you're there.
And now you're there.
Yeah. But I'm Japanese, so I respect my elders. If I didn't, I get cracked over the head with a cane.
Yeah.
Now I'm at that point cracking my great grandnephews over the head.
He's such a stinker.
I just love the way she said that though, because it made it even more funny. And now you're there, Uncle Al, and now you're there.
Yeah, it's true. But I respect my elders. I learned the hard way. That's why I have a hard head. Because my granduncle was tough. He drank a lot, he cursed a lot, and he cracked me over the head every other day. And he's looking at, what the hell is wrong with you, boy?
Was he Irish?
Nah, he was Japanese. Most time drunk. I think he could be Irish because he told me one time
Yeah,
he
I
had
think he better been Irish.
I don't know, but I can't remember what faith he was because that was my great grand uncle or great grand uncle. He's wanted in, let's see, South America, Mexico, Belize, Brazil. What other country was they're chasing his butt before? Mongolia. He was a horse trader, and from 1895 till 1932, he traveled all over the world. So I might have relatives in weird countries.
Oh my gosh, there could be an Uncle Al.
And honey, where is the best horse trainers?
He used to train horses and trade horses to other groups. And he used to sold a bunch of horses to Pancho Villa. And let's see, I think half the tribes of New Mexico and Arizona was trying to scalp him because he sold first to the U.S. Cavalry. Then he sold it to Pancho Villa, and Pancho Villa nigged on the horses, and he was trying to get money. And Pancho Villa sold him Pancho Villa script, which was totally useless. So he stole Pancho Villa's car to go to L.A. and because it's a border, they can't go there. And from there, he took a boat to Nicaragua. From Nicaragua down.
Well,
Whoops! I got a phone call.
Yeah.
with what we believe, that could be him calling.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
All right,
Yeah.
Courtney, I got
Why
to
are
get
you
going. I got some
telling
stuff to
lies?
do. So I gotta bow out of here and see you all later.
Bye,
see you,
Gil.
Gil.
Thanks
Good
for
to
coming
see ya.
on.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye.
Good night,
Thank
Gil.
you so much for being here.
Oh, that was funny. Might be his grandpa, his great grandpa, whatever. That's hilarious.
Hey, before I had my colonoscopy, right? Okay, you got to get that when you get over.
Going deep on us, are you?
I'm going deep. All right, so I'm getting ready to. The medication is coming in, and I can feel it because they put you under, And the doctor, she's a Filipino. I didn't know that she knew my wife. I didn't know. Okay, they're in the same business, So the medication is going in, and I said, "No worry, docs. If the anesthesia kills me, I've danced and drank and made love on 3 continents." And the doctor says, "Was it always with the same partner?" And I said, "Shh, Filipinos are very jealous." And then I went out.
Oh,
Last
oh,
I heard was all
gee, I am so
nurses laughing.
loving this channel.
It's hilarious. Oh.
Corsair Trainer
Okay,
says
good
he
night,
has to
Steve.
go, and he says, "Have Buttercup read this." And he said, "Yes, I cheated and I used Google." Can you read that, Buttercup?
I'm sorry, I can't see anybody or anything at the
Oh,
moment.
you don't want me to pronounce it. Something.
Yeah, go ahead. Please do.
Felician. Oh, something McCath.
Yeah.
No hablo español.
Yeah, I totally butchered it, and I'm so sorry.
If you can see the chat, he wrote it in the chat.
Yeah, he also wrote it in the chat.
That's Corsair Trainers at 9.
I'm too scared. I'm too scared to read chat. I really am. So I don't see chat as something really bad.
It's something it's something in Gaelic. We can't read it. We don't know what it is. We can't even pronounce it.
I talked about Bigfoot in front of Steve. What a fool I am. Now I'm going to look like an idiot.
Do you speak Gaelic, Buttercup?
Very, very little. Very, very little.
I knew like it was not a language it's not very popular, but I didn't know, you know what I mean?
Yes,
I didn't know how many people still speak it.
No, I was never allowed to be taught in schools with the British colony and things and all, but it has become a really huge thing now. All the younger people now all know it.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
I can tell you right now that what he basically was saying was good night. He was wishing you a good night. I looked it up through Google. Thank you, Google.
Google.
So it even tells you how to pronounce it.
I would be too scared to look at chat in case they're slaughtering me.
No,
not at all.
We got good folks in here. I want to let you know that right now.
I would never let that happen.
Yeah. Courtney doesn't put up with bad people.
Nope.
No reason to.
As I says tonight, or Queen, that's us up in panel. But when Courtney said for me to come up in panel, I was in the middle of typing her and saying, not a chance, because the last night was just like, I don't even know what happened. That was a big frick night, and I regret it. And somebody's just saying it was something about Calic. I thought, hell yeah, I'm going up.
We're really glad that you're here with us.
Yeah, I'm glad you're
honestly.
here. I enjoy talking to new people and everything. You're amazing.
But Courtney, you must have heard my story then that night.
I don't think I had.
Sorry about that,
Okay,
folks.
okay.
I had to turn off my alarms and stuff for my mom to get back in the house.
Christ is the answer. Thank you for being here tonight. But yeah, go ahead and tell me the story, because I don't think I had heard it, Buttercup.
No, I'll leave it for now. I just thought maybe you invited me up because you heard my story.
No. I had not.
Oh my gosh, that makes me feel more uncomfortable now. Oh
Oh,
dear.
don't feel uncomfortable. You're fine. You're fine. We're just a bunch of friendly folks up here.
Yeah, and we all have a story. Trust me, we all have a story. Garden State Gardener, who is Joe, he was wanting to know how you came up with the name Buttercup.
I came up with the name Buttercup because when I was at the lowest in my life, I lived in the country, and buttercups just grow all around. And I just used to love the wildness of the buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my name is Buttercup.
That's beautiful. We have buttercups that grow here in Oregon too, all the way over here on the other side.
That's
nothing
awesome.
exotic. That's just how simple it is. It's just,
Yeah.
I just felt like a flower that was lying in the wild, and
Mm-hmm.
with the buttercups, and it was a no big story to that one. That's how I came up with that name.
Yeah, that's sweet though.
It is.
And they come back and they bloom every year and always bring a joyful little spot in a wild place.
They're wild and they're cute.
Yep.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Wild and cute. Okay.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm just a goofy nerd, so what do I know? No. Plant nerd.
No, you can't help it. You're from Oregon. All right. You can't help it.
No, I was forced to move to Oregon and have been here ever since, is how it is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad to be here though, because it's a great place to garden.
Mm-hmm.
Not like where I live in the desert, where I have to struggle between my nephews and the climate.
Yeah.
Did you know what they did to one of my English roses that cost me $150? It's dead. They cut it.
Don't talk about English roses here.
Say that again.
Joke. That's a joke. Don't talk about English roses here. That is a joke.
Oh.
I swear that is such a joke. Oh God, that's such a joke.
No, I just grow the roses as a plant. I don't date them. My nephews cut my $150 imported expensive English rose. And I said, how far did you prune it? All the way to the roots, Uncle Alan. Wait, you went to Harvard, right? And I got to dig it up. So I'm not too happy about that. And I got to replant another rose bush. That makes 10 so far.
Wow. That should be hands off is what that should be.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen my friend? It was nice and blooming. I was going to take a photograph for Mother's Day. And when I got out there, everything's gone. It's like, you idiots pruned again. Yeah, it looks nicer, Uncle Al.
No.
And you guys went to Yale, right? Yes, sir. I wanted them to go to Davis, an agricultural college, learn about cows. What was your major? I'm a political science major, Uncle Alan. The other one, I'm an art historian major, Uncle Alan. How many years you went to Yale for that? 8 years. How much money do you still owe me? A lot. That's why I have a nice house. But I got strings, so I know how to pull
Yeah.
them. It just drives me nuts when they say, we know how to garden. I look over there like, no, you don't.
Yeah. No.
All brown thumbs.
Good to see you too,
Yeah.
Reaper. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was reading the chat.
Yeah, go for it, guys. I'm going to keep.
Well, both the women in my house are busy running around. Pretty soon, the missus will probably open the door and say, "Get in here and eat." You know, she overfeeds me, so I got a big belly, and that the girls can tell that I'm married if I got a big belly. That's why these women do that stuff. You know.
I know a lot of guys that aren't married that are fatter than most guys that I know that are married, so I don't know that really holds true.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's that.
You have control of
right there.
You have control of that spoon and fork and knife. You remember that? I'm not believing that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That and the girlfriend
it's
mistress
just
thing. I tease my wife about all the time. You know. I tease a lot I tease a lot about that, but I am very faithful to my missus. She's my number one. Always, she's the love of my life. I love her dearly.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Buttercup?
I was going to say, do you not just think it's hilarious? And I'm referring to me, by the way, not anyone else, of how my weight, oh, that's because I took that medication. Oh, that's because I'm heavy boned. Oh, that's because of this. That's because of that. And at the end of it, it's all because I just love food, and that's it.
Exactly.
Love to eat food, man. This stuff is great.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? See, when we're about 2 weeks to 3 weeks in our grave, we will be the perfect weight that we always wanted to be all our lives. So I just like, go for it. Oh,
What is it? First we eat, then we die.
was that a toilet flushing?
Sounds like it.
No,
It sounded like.
I didn't hear anything like that. Unless it was a car going by here. Of course, I got my headphones on. So.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know. It wasn't here. I live out in the country. You don't hear stuff like that.
Sorry, it's not me. I got my microphone off for a while so I could listen to Buttercup. So
I poop in a hole in the ground, so I'm uncivilized.
Well, you're in the Pacific Northwest. That's why.
Oh goodness!
Oh,
I live on a very busy street, so we have some pretty loud cars that go by here. It could have been one of them because they all sound pretty trashy.
I was just going to say, Cortney, do you hear what they're saying? They're just saying that the Irish is full of fat.
Well,
Which I would agree.
My wife and daughter are going to go together on a spring break pretty soon, and they're in there. I got cameras in the house and outside, and they're standing there, trying on all this girly stuff. I got to get new clothes and new shoes and a new bag, and I got to. And I have no girlfriend money left. Damn it.
Oh well, the sacrifices you make for love, right?
Yeah.
That's what I absolutely love and hate in life. I love that sometimes people realizes that money could not buy what I have right here beside me. But I also hate that people think money can buy me. That's definitely a toilet.
It's God. That's what it is. It's God.
It's totally coming
Yeah,
from me, Bob.
For
Yeah.
me,
That's God.
I don't have a toilet. I don't use a toilet. I got a hole in the
That's,
back, you know?
She's
that's
not kidding.
definitely God telling me to stop talking shit.
Oh, you guys are cracking me up tonight.
Well, kids, it's past my bedtime. I need to hit the hay. So it's been
Patty.
really good. It was really good to get to know you a little bit, Buttercup, and I hope we see you again. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, Patty. Love you.
Thank you so much. It was so lovely to speak to you too. I don't know who I'm speaking to because you didn't come on our screen, so I can't see anybody. I just am using the phone here now.
Yeah, that was Patty. She's called the Tinker's wife, and she loves, we pretty much, I mean, most of us love to garden, so we talk about gardening a lot. So
Yeah,
I would.
I'm in the suburbs where I can't garden, but I am definitely a prepper survivalist. You know, I live in a different environment for survivalists and than many others. I live in the suburbs where I'm surrounded by thousands of people, and
Drug addict.
that's why, like, I bought, yeah, drug addicts and all that, and that's why I'm training my wife and my daughter and my son, heavily training them on firearms. The wife already taught all of us Filipino knife fighting for 2 years, and so that's my style of prepping is different than like Cortney and Hal's. You guys live out in the country where you can grow your own food. If I grew my food, it'd all get stolen. Everything would be ripped out and gone. You know, so I have to take a different approach to it than other preppers do.
You see, that's what breaks my heart, is because we are not allowed firearms over here.
Mm.
Can you just hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know. And you're referring to drug addicts and things, and I would really, really, really hate, see, for the like of us who didn't fall into the like of that and stuff, to realize they are people that got caught up in something that didn't. They're not bad people. They are people that.
They're
Oh,
victims. They are
I know what
victims.
I'm trying to say. I can't get out what I'm trying to say.
They're victims.
Yes,
They are.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Or what Uncle Al called, I'm Uncle Al, aka Die Bullfrog 79. I could solve your problem if you need a gun, but you're in Northern Ireland, right? I think the British government tends to get a little
They
mad
would.
for those things.
Oh my God, they would shoot me right right away. If you
I know,
if
Iron
you
Heights.
helped me out, I would be gone. Not bad.
But like I said,
That's a good way of getting rid of me.
yeah, we call them Dems here. They're drug, shoot, drug. There's a nice word for it. Drug addicted, mentally enabled, or something like that. I can't remember. I've been to court too many times listening to those cases. It's like, but they're drug
Seriously.
dependent. Yeah, seriously. I volunteer for court duty until they get sick of me and they tell me, "Go home, Uncle Al. We don't want you as a juror
Oh,
anymore." Because I'm always trying
I
to get
would.
the foreman job. Sorry, Buttercup.
No, I am sorry for interrupting you. I would so love to hear more about that because I hear it when you hear about um everybody was painted in the same brush. Now, anybody please just knock me off and call me out here. Everybody's. but good people get addicted to bad things, and their first time of trying them out. I don't know if I'm coming around. I don't know. There's nobody here to help me, but I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
But
I
I would say 90% of drug addicts is probably the most beautiful people that you would ever meet if drugs hadn't captured them.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I deal with them every other month because I do homeless people work, and sometimes they get so deep in that well, unfortunately, Buttercup,
Yeah.
that I have to watch out my new people who are like, we'll say the word of the Lord and they'll be healed. And I'm saying, no, you're going to get stabbed with a shank. And always, every 2 months, I have a newbie, a young person gets stabbed in the gut or stabbed in the hand. And I have to stop it. And I had to tell the person, we're taking this to the hospital. I'm not going to report to the police because he violated your space. But if I ever see you around here with a weapon, I'm going to personally take you to jail. And they know me because of all the camps. I know all 540 of them. And these, like Bob says, these are chronic people. Some of them are nice. Some of them are off the deep end. And some of them, they can't help themselves. And I could tell which one. And they know me because I broke a couple of fingers on a few people. Didn't hurt them, but I told them, we'll take you to the hospital. Would you like lunch? Because I am serious. You don't hurt my people when I try and give you soap, blankets, new clothing. I stop at giving out needles because
But they don't. I don't think they really. I mean, some of them might know what they're doing, but some of them really don't know what.
No,
they're doing.
because later I'll go look around the camps and I'll find a pile of toothbrushes, toothpaste, and mouthwash all dumped in a hole, brand new.
Well, here's the way I look at them at this situation about the addiction. I look at it, number one, that these people are victims. They're victims of the cartels. They're victims of that Central Asian country smuggling in. And number two, they're a benefit to my family because, you know, I see all these people on YouTube, you know, home invasion and all that. I'm used to it. It happens all the time to us. We're used to it. We're battle hardened. My whole family is. Same with everyone in my neighborhood. So that's where I look at them as like they're a benefit to us because we're veterans. We've been through this so many times. I've had 9 attempted home invasions right here through that door right there. So bring it on. I'm used to it. You know?
And Bob knows because the earlier story I told people this. And Garden State Gardener also did it in his live stream. When I was young and stupid in the 80s, I thought everybody was wonderful and beautiful until 2 African American guys came into my bathroom and wailed on me and ripped off my apartment. And when the police came, they thought, oh, look, another pervert with no pants. No, these 2 jokers dragged me out in my apartment, still beating the living hell out of me. I'm 5'6". These 2 guys are over 6 foot. And I was on the toilet at the time, so it wasn't a very unpleasant experience.
Unpleasant?
Yes.
You,
I mean, unpleasant, excuse me.
Yes,
I wouldn't say it was pleasant at all. I know what you meant.
that's just what I was going to say. I wouldn't even have used that word. I would have been like, unpleasant. OMG.
No,
Well,
if I use the real words right now, I think Courtney's channel will be over.
PG-13, Uncle Al.
Yeah. You got to understand our background. Al was in the U.S. Air Force, and so was I. We're both veterans. You know, we're military guys. When in our youth, in our 20s, I'll speak for you, Al. In our youth, when you're surrounded by thousands of testosterone males, a fist fight happens all the time. But the Air Force
Yep.
is smart
Yep.
enough to go in the stairwells and or go off base, and we wailed on each other, man, because that's how we settled things in our youth. So getting physically assaulted outside, it happens. It doesn't traumatize us anymore. We're used to it. I've had broken noses, teeth knocked out, all that. Bruised ribs. Yeah, same here, Al. Yeah, same here. Yeah, same here.
Because Bob knows what I'm talking about. I fought Korean Special Forces in Seoul getting drunk one night at a bar off base.
Oh God, that's not smart. Oh my God.
I know. But luckily I had Marines behind me.
Well, you are lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 of us, 4 Marines and me. And guess who got thrown out of the bar window?
You did.
By the guy shorter than me.
You are the dumbest Air Force guy I've ever seen. You go wading into that when it got a bunch of fight-loving Marines. Let them handle it, man. Get out of here, Air Force.
No, because I was drinking soji and minding my own business. Marines on one side, ROKC, Republic of Korea, Special Forces. And all of a sudden, I see a beer go by. I see a bar girl go by. Drinking like, what the hell? Turn around. I got a right hook in the face. And the next thing, I got a left hook in the face. Wait. A little Asian guy just punched me in the right side of my face. A big 6'8" Marine just punched me in the right side of the face. Fine. So I kicked the Special Forces, the Korean Special Forces guy in the nuts. Sorry. In the nether regions. I threw a bar chair against the Marine, and all of a sudden, I'm flying through the air.
Oh my God!
And I'm looking, and I still had my drink in my hand because I was getting off the thing. I didn't spill a drop either. Because it's soji, it's 12 dollars.
Drop a drink.
No. I still had my soji in my hand, and the regular Korean says, "Damn, you're strong. Are you Korean?" No, I'm Japanese. Do not say Japanese in front of Koreans.
Yeah, don't do that. You're gonna get beat down.
Yeah,
you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. Yeah.
I went back to the base that morning with, I think, 6 stitches and a couple of teeth missing. Mm-hmm. Because I think they're still in Seoul someplace on the road. And my face is all bruised up, and I got to get ready and fill out paperwork and get back to the States because I finished dropping off some presents from the U.S. in the base there. Oh, I can't say it even today. They're not supposed to be there, but Bob knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
So luckily, we went the long route. We went from Seoul to Anchorage to what's the base in your area in Pacific Northwest?
McCord,
and then McCord to. I had to drop off stuff in Nevada, so we stopped off to Nevada, and then went back to I think it was Andrews, and then Castle. The reason why they closed Castle is because we had 5 really bad B-52 crashes at Castle Air Force Base, and one was a broken arrow. That one I could talk about.
Not good.
Yeah, it's not good. And I keep telling you, people, if you visit Castle Air Force Base, make sure your time there is very, very short and get the hell out of there. Because I was part of the cleanup crew. Same one cleanup crew with, I met Governor Clinton at his time and his ugly wife in Arkansas, because they had a Titan II missile blew up in its cylinder, and that was scary as hell too. Bob knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen a few nukes. Yes,
Bob and Al, I'm sorry, I'm just going to lighten it a wee bit tonight. I'm just thinking of a song that you can call me Bob and I will call you Al.
Al. You're right. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Simon-
Simon and Garfunkel. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Simon and
Call
Garfunkel.
me Bob and I will call you Al. So that's no use as my uncle Bob and Al. But I think we need to give Courtney. Sorry, Courtney, we have been taking over your channel.
Oh, you're fine.
And I would love Courtney to speak.
Well, I'm glad
that
you're
okay,
here,
Bruce?
Courtney. I'm glad you're here tonight, Courtney. I'm waiting for dinner to get done, and I'm about to go in there and raise hell on them women. Come on, woman, get my dinner ready.
And then you see the bolo fly through the air and stick in the wall.
Well, I'm gonna head out too, but I want to let you guys know I want to really thank you for being here. I just got like 10 thumbs down on this live.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was that to do with me, Courtney?
Nope. Nope, definitely not. So I want to thank you all for being here this evening, and y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for everyone for stopping in the chats and everything, and we will see y'all next time. Yeah, so if you guys want to stick around after the chat or whatever, Bob or whatever, I can talk to you guys for a minute, and we'll see y'all next time.
I would love it.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk with you.
Yeah, I'll talk with this too.
Yeah. We're
for me
still
in
on.
Northern
I think
Ireland,
we're still alive, but I think Courtney just phased herself out.
No,
yeah, I think
I'm
she
here,
went.
guys.
There was
Sorry.